It was good, nice competitive day between the offense and defense, pretty even. Nobody got down on themselves after not making plays and stuff like that, and we just have a lot of young guys fitting into positions right now, so it's a lot of learning going on.
Coach Clay's in the spring said he wanted to really build a lot of depth in the secondary. Do you think that's kind of coming along kind of behind the starters? Do you feel like you guys have a lot of guys who can step in and play pretty well?
Yeah, for sure. Like during the spring, you could tell we barely had any depth, people playing a lot of the same positions. And now that we have a lot of people, young guys, JUCO guys here right now, they just have to learn the defense. But they're playing good from what they know right now. As long as they play fast, we're good.
How excited is this group just to be able to be back out on the field and get after it a little bit?
Oh, really excited, especially having a new DC, so we're excited to learn his stuff, excited to compete, make plays like that. We still have that same mentality, speed and takeaways equal victory. We have a lot of people in new positions and learning new things, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, what kind of changes or differences does Clay's bring to this group?
Definitely not as Coach Grinch was more high tempo, a lot of yelling and stuff, but he's more just individual. He walks around. Coach Grinch had an individual group. He worked with the safeties and corners. Coach Clays works with everybody. He's walking around. Nice guy. You can always go to his office, ask him questions like that. So it makes you feel pretty comfortable on the field.
Are you guys still learning his stuff after the spring? Is it a lot to kind of take in, and are you guys still kind of in that process of learning new schemes, packages, whatnot?
Yeah, for sure, because he kept the same names as a lot of our stuff with different concepts to it. So it's kind of trying to get that together, throwing the same names and stuff that we had with Grinch with different plays behind it. But everybody's getting it together and working together and talking through it.
How hard is the grind for you guys knowing that for about a month here you're going to be hitting each other before you get to hit anyone wearing a different uniform? What's that like?
Yeah, that's definitely something that we look forward to when they get the pads on, and after a few days you're like, God, I want to hit somebody else, maybe somebody on a different team. But then it gets a little chippy after the first day because people take cheap shots or something like that. But it's pretty fun competing with the same guys. People make you better going against some of the guys that you haven't seen, like the freshmen like that. So you have no idea what they're capable of, and then they show you what you're about. So it's pretty cool just having your team chemistry the whole time.
Are there any of you guys that kind of stood out to you today?
Yeah, Halid did really good at nickel. He was behind me today. He's learning on the run too, on the fly, and he's doing a great job at that. A lot of the young receivers are doing a great job. Y'all know about Tay. He's going to the second year. He's been killing it. Esau's been killing it too, making one-handed catches out there and stuff. But at the end of the day, we're each making each other better.
Fall camp has kind of a reputation of being just a grind constantly. I mean, Brett said it. For someone who doesn't know what fall camp is like, what would you tell them about it?
Oh, man, I don't even think you could prepare for this type of thing. You just have to literally just sit through it and go through it, and you can't go into each day just, dang, it's going to be a terrible day, because you're going to have a worse day each day. You literally just have to bring the energy. Somebody bring the juice for you. If not, you have to find the juice somehow. But it's definitely a grind for a long time.
Tyrese made a few nice plays out there.
Yeah.
How did he look day one? What are your first impressions?
Tyrese he's a phenomenal guy. He's asking questions, so he's not just going out there and not knowing what's going on. He's asking me, Jalen, Coach, and then even after he makes the play, he comes up to me and asks, "What could I have done better to make a better play on that?" So he's making the steps of becoming a great player.
Andre said he was impressed with day one and just how well you guys played, especially considering what's happened over the last year. Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, there's a lot of competitiveness, and there was nobody getting on each other about you need to be here, you need to be there. Everybody was bringing each other up, and offense would make plays, defense would make plays. Obviously, I would like the defense to make more plays than the offense, but I mean, at the end of the day, we each, like I said, each make each other better at the end of the day, and it's a great thing to see.
You're living with Gardner and Andre.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Gardner? He's a kind of new guy.
Well, Gardner's awesome. He's a phenomenal cook. He's great at cooking. Sometimes he don't even cook me food, and I'll wake up to him making pork chops, and it smells amazing. So I'm just going down there, and he's like, "You want a bite?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a bite." He takes care of my dog too. Sometimes we go take him on walks. One time I came in the house and Diesel was gone. I'm like, "Where's my dog?" And I hit him up. He goes, "Oh yeah, I just took him on a walk." So I'm like, "All right, cool. That's my son. Just let me know next time."
When he steps in, and he had the first team series today. Can you tell that he wasn't there in the spring? Is he fitting in pretty well, and is it pretty seamless between him and the other quarterbacks?
Yeah, I think he's doing great, especially from the summer when we did 7-on-7s. You know, he wasn't taking the backseat to anybody. He was taking authority. He's a great leader already too. You could see that from the summer talks that he had with us. And then he doesn't go out there like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's been in his playbook. I've seen him at home studying the playbook, watching film, and it looks like he's working into that position very good.
What about Andre? What's he like as a roommate off the field?
Andre keeps to himself a little bit. Him and Gardner are downstairs a lot, and I'm upstairs. But Dillard, he always has packages coming to the house every time I come home. There's a package on the door, so and always he goes, thanks, that's my package. So that's about it. That's all I get from him.
What's in the packages?
I have no idea.
One more for Hunter.
You guys are about to head to Lewiston for a little bit tougher fall camp. What do you remember about Lewiston? What do you kind of know about that?
The smell is terrible. It's hot. The dorms aren't that awesome. Practice field isn't great. But, just having your teammates around them and everything. And the chemistry, the ping pong tables, I do like ping pong a lot. There will be a lot of ping pong going on. I beat Bobby a couple times, actually. But the chemistry between all the guys is great, just having each other around each other for so long. Instead of everybody just going straight home after practice, something like that, you become friends with guys that you never thought you would be friends with, so it's pretty cool.